Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria, and today I'm going to be going through a few things that 2020 has taught me. It's New Year's Day, Happy New Year's, and 2021. Madness. But before we get into today's video, just subscribe down below, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share. That's about it. I upload every single Friday, so make sure you check back then. So 20 things 2020 has taught me. I would encourage you to maybe make a list of stuff yourself. Just make a list of things 2020 has taught you. Maybe in a few years time you can look back on it and be like, you know what, that year was rubbish, but look what I brought from it, and look who it's made me into, and look who I've become. Like, that's pretty cool if you can come out of a tough situation and do that. I guess we'll just get started, just launch straight in. So number one lesson I think is really important: make moves or make excuses. Oh dang, you know what, maybe I don't really want to do it, but if I make myself do it instead of just putting it off and, you know, thinking of all these excuses, I'm gonna come out better the other side. Second lesson I've learned: quality of friends over quantity. Oh, this is very real this year, because I suppose it depends where your main group of friends is. Like, a lot of you probably have friends at school, so your friendships haven't really changed maybe, but for me, I have my friends at school, but I know I also have friends that I hang out with at church and stuff, and because church has been closed literally this whole year, I haven't been able to see anyone like within that context. So it means that there are a few people that have fallen out of my life, and I've just noticed like which people have really stood out in reaching out to me. You just get into this headspace of like, oh, you need more friends, and you need to be popular in order to be happy and fulfilled, but it's just a load of bull, because just deep, rich friendship is what counts. Like, that is, oh my gosh, that is so much more important, so much deeper, and oh, beautiful, love it. Okay, lesson number 3, all emotions are valid. We push different emotions aside, don't we? We think, oh, if you're sad, you just need to get over it, or if you're angry, you shouldn't be. But instead, you should. I actually did a video called Feelings Aren't Facts, so I talked a little bit more about this, but you should take every single emotion and learn something from it. So like, if you're sad, accept that you're sad, but if you notice that it keeps happening, then just be like, what is actually getting me down, and what do I need to cut out, or like, what do I need to do to make myself feel better? Take every single emotion and grow from it. Learn about yourself from it. What triggers me? What makes me happy? What makes me sad? So important, and I think a lot of us just don't even know how to do that. Like, a lot of us just don't know how to be emotionally mature, and I think that's why there's a lot of breakdown in relationships and friendships, because people just don't know how to handle their emotions. Okay, lesson 4, and this kind of relates to the last one: you shouldn't be controlled by your emotions. Like, you need to know them well enough to not let them control you. Like, just because you feel something doesn't mean you should feel it, or doesn't mean it's good for you. Like, I can feel like right now I feel like I just want to lie in my bed all day and just eat chocolate, but that isn't good for me, and that isn't healthy, and that isn't going to help me in the long run. Lesson 5, we really need to check our foundations. And I did a video on this actually. It was one of the early days one. I think it was my 3rd video. I was speaking about how COVID has really rocked like all of our foundations. If you think about, like, literally everything has been rocked. People's jobs, popularity, school, grades, stuff like that. Everything has been rocked. Everything has been affected. A lot of people's main goal in life is just get good grades, get a good job, get money, boom. COVID's kind of like pooed all over that. You know, a lot of people get grades that they don't actually want, or you're not actually going to help them. And the same goes for a lot of things. Like, maybe for you, but like, a lot of people depend on going to parties and like being around people and just like getting vibes off people, or getting vibes off girls, or getting vibes off guys. Like, and COVID has rocked that, because, you know, can't really meet up with people, can't really have a massive party. So that foundation has been rocked too. Like, so many foundations have been rocked, and it really begs the question, what is your foundation? What is your life based on? Okay, lesson number 6 I've learned in 2020: consistency is really key. With like YouTube, I've really stuck at it, and I've seen how my subscribers have gone up, and views have kind of gone up, and engagement has gone up, like people messaging me and stuff. Not to toot my own horn, but it's because I've kept consistent and I've kept at it, and I think that's just so key. Okay, 7th thing I've learned is vulnerability is stronger than closing yourself off to feelings. And here I go with emotions once again, but vulnerability, really, when you think about it, it's literally like you're sat in front of someone and you've just put a weapon on a table because you are letting yourself be naked and be without armor. You're allowing them the opportunity to attack you or to, you know, ridicule you or come at you, and that's why it's so much stronger. Like, I think nowadays we've got into our heads that it's stronger to put on this facade and be like, yes, I am macho, look at me, I'm just fine, just chilling, whatever. But it's actually stronger to put your weapon on the table and to be like, I'm not okay, and put your defenses down. Okay, lesson number 8. Do what you want to do because you want to do it. Don't worry about what other people will think of it. And an example of this in my life is literally YouTube. I was so nervous. I was like, people are gonna think I'm such a weirdo. Like, you probably already do, because I am. But I was like, people are literally gonna think I'm so strange and just gonna judge me. But here I am, because I want to do it. I want to do it. I love YouTube. I want to do it, and I want to be sat here and I want to talk to you about stuff. So I choose that. I choose that over what people think. Okay, lesson number 9. You don't need to be fake to get friends. It's just shocking to me how many people don't know this. Like, you don't have to be fake to get friends because those people aren't worth it. What is the point of being friends with them anyway? Clearly they're not that nice, you know? If it's not enough for people, if who you are is not enough for people, they're judgmental and you don't want to be friends with someone like that. Lesson number 10 that I've learned: people push away things they don't understand or stuff that they've given up on. Like, sometimes you're gonna be the only one who thinks something. Sometimes you're only gonna be the one person on your side. But if it's what you believe in, then stand for it. Unless it hurts people, unless it's, you know, evil, then maybe don't stand for that. But people are literally gonna push away the stuff that they don't try to understand. And if they're not willing to learn more and actually put their feelers out for different opinions, then they're not very healthy. How narrow-minded can you be to just focus on what you think and only what you think? And I also said people reject stuff that they gave up on. Like, that is true. A lot of people attack something because they couldn't do it themselves, or they just couldn't have the same self-control, or whatever it is. You just gotta sit and just be like, oh well, people are gonna be like that, and they're always gonna be like that forever and ever, because we are people and we're all imperfect. So don't worry about it. Just don't stress, baby. Just do you. You do you. Okay, number 11. Everything has a silver lining if you're willing to look for it, okay? Like I said, this year it's been a bit mental. It's not been the greatest. It's really not been the greatest, like, at all. And it can be so difficult to find the good. Like, where is it? Show me the good. Pay up. But everything does have a silver lining if you're willing to look for it. Like, it's really hard to do it some days. Some days you're just like, life sucks, and it's okay to have days like that. Like, it's okay. It's just okay to just be like, it really sucks and I just can't see any good in it. I do that a lot. But in order to be, I don't know, a more mature person, I think it's really important to just look for the good. 2020 has sucked, and a lot of things suck in life. But if you're willing to look for the good and you're willing to put your feelers out for what is good, you're just going to be so much more happier because you can be content in any situation. And this kind of links to my next one. Lesson 12, gratitude is so important in keeping you grounded. It just turns what you have into enough. Like, I could really get down on myself and be like, you know what? I just want to just move to America. Maybe not America, actually. I just want to move to a really pretty country and just have fun and just be in the sun all day and stuff like that. But then I get carried away with myself and then I miss the stuff around me. I am so privileged to have a roof over my head, to have cooked meals every night. I have 4 beautiful, amazing siblings who get on my nerves most of the time, but are also really great. And I have loads of nice stuff. Like, I have so much nice stuff. Like, I have loads of expensive things. And do you see what I mean? Like, when you start to focus on what you have and what you truly have, if you are watching this right now, you are privileged because you have a tablet or a phone or a laptop, whatever it is. And if you can see that, then you're just going to be, like I said, a much more content person in life. Lesson 13, it's good to know yourself better so you know how to refuel yourself better. And like I said, especially with this time in quarantine, lockdown and all that, I've spent a lot of time by myself, so I've gotten to know myself better, and that has been such an important lesson, such an important catalyst for growth, because I can look at myself and look at, you know, my core motivations, my core desires, my core fears, and just know myself better and know what makes me tick and know what makes me grow. But also I know how to refuel myself. I know what I need. I know how much time I need to spend with people. I know who I should spend time with. Once you can look after yourself better, you can do better at looking after other people too, and you can be a better friend, a better girlfriend or boyfriend, a better parent later on in life, a better child to your parents. Lesson 14, sleep is literally so important. And this was kind of funny, I just threw it in there, because one of the days when I was in quarantine, like just before Christmas, one night I got like 5 hours sleep because I had to get up for registration, but I was really silly and just, you know, was on TikTok till 3 a.m. or whatever. I noticed during the day my hands started shaking, like literally shaking. It's never happened to me before, and I was like, but if you want better memory, if you want to function better the next day, please sleep more. Okay, lesson 15. You can't keep waiting for Friday to come or for summer to come. You have to embrace each day as it is. Embrace each day as if it were your last, honestly. Life can throw a lot of curveballs, so you've really just got to make the most of every single day. And like I said, there will be days when you are just so down on yourself and you just, I can't function, I can't get out of bed, and I just can't be bothered to do anything. And that's okay. But you really should embrace each day as much as you possibly can. You can't keep waiting for an escape, for summer, for a holiday, for Friday. If your whole life you're just looking for escape routes, then you're just going to be a very discontent person, because you can never be content in your everyday. And this links to the last one, lesson 16. Time is a gift, use it wisely. What are you putting into your life? Like, what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you putting in? Because what you put in is what you get out. What you put in is what you get out. Let me say that again. What you put in is what you get out. All the things that you're feeding yourself, even like physical food, like actual food, like my skin is going crazy because I've just been eating chocolate, but it's fine because it's the holidays. The amount of times I've said that, it's not good. What are you actually eating? Come on, eat some fruit, drink some water, do it now. But how are you growing? How are you feeding your soul? How are you, like, what are you putting in? You've really just got to make the most of every single moment and every single day and every single opportunity. Just make the most of it. Use time wisely. Lesson 17. Friends and family take priority over work and school. And that's not to say that work and school is not important, but rather they shouldn't override your relationships with your friends or your family. A big thing of me, like if I'm stressed out about schoolwork, like if I've just left stuff to the last minute and haven't done anything and I'm literally just freaking out over it, I'm really, really good at pushing people away and being like, no, leave me alone. Or being snappy, or being moody, or being horrible, or getting upset really easily. And that really means that my work and my school is taking precedence over my relationships. It's all about balance, really. It's finding the balance, finding the emotional maturity to be like, I'm not okay right now, but I'm gonna be kind anyway. I'm gonna use kind words, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be loving, etc. Lesson 18, and this kind of links to what I said earlier, is that if you push pain down, you are hurting yourself more than if you just let it out. You probably know, because I say it like all the time, my favourite music artist ever is Andy Mineo. He's literally, oh my gosh, he's amazing. And one of his songs, he literally said, when you bury emotions, you bury them alive. They only come back stronger somewhere later in your life. Have it out. If you have those friends you can be honest with, or adults, or family members, or siblings, have it out. Don't ever think, oh, you know, it's too stupid, it's too wacky, I shouldn't be upset about this. Just bring it up. Just bring it up to someone who loves you, someone who's there for you. Lesson 19, you don't have to wear makeup or dress a certain way to get a guy's attention. It is a lesson that I've learned this year, and I think it's so important for us to know, like, even for guys, like, you don't have to dress a certain way to get a girl's attention. Like, don't do that. Oh my gosh, it's so much more attractive when you are just yourself and you just live your own life and you're not controlled by outward appearances. Like, it's just all a balance, because I like wearing makeup for myself, but I really do have to stop myself when I'm getting to that mindset of, ugh, I kind of want to wear makeup because I don't want to be ugly because I want a boyfriend. Do you get what I mean? That's not a good mindset. So you really just gotta look at yourself and be like, why am I doing this? What is my key motivation? Am I wearing these skimpy outfits because I like them, or because I want all the boys to see my legs or my chest or my shoulders? Don't do anything to get someone's attention so that they're romantically into you or attracted to you, because that is just ridiculous. But there you go. Okay, now finally, lesson 20, and this is literally the most important lesson. Oh my gosh, God loves you, even when you make the biggest mistakes. Bro, I've not been a nice person this year. I've probably been the best possible person I can be this year, but also the worst, because I've just screwed up and I've been horrible and I've just lied and gossiped and slandered people behind their back, and that's not a brag. Like, that's awful, that sucks, but God loves me anyway. That's not to put me on the pedestal like, look at me, I'm a Christian, so God loves me more than you. God loves us all equally. He loves you no matter what you do. Oh my gosh, he loves you. He loves you. He loves you no matter what you do, no matter what you've done. And that is a lesson I've learned this year and continue to learn, and will never stop learning, I don't think, because I don't think it's something you can fully comprehend. Like, God's love is so vast and it's so deep and wide, and yeah, that's the biggest lesson, and that's my 20 lessons. And this is going to be so much fun to edit because it's so long. But if you have some lessons that you've learned this year, please, well, last year now, oh my gosh, please let me know. Please, please, please tell me, because I love to hear it and I literally want to hear it. Like, tell me what you have learned. Tell me your lessons. Here's to 2021. Let's hope it's a bit better. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for clicking on my face. Make sure you check back next Friday. I will be here every Friday. I am here. Love you lots. Beautiful people. Peace out.